Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to my inspirational thought for the day. And today it's based on something that I wrote 11 years ago called Your Life. And I'll read you the poem and do a bit of an explanation of what it means to me now, and then close it by closing the broadcast by reading the poem again. As I said, it's called Your Life. In the space between the particles, in the silence between the sounds, in the emptiness you'll find me, in a meaning that's profound. My existence no one can question. My power will never fail. My understandings of the shadows where you hide your holy grail. You may be wondering, who am I? You may think I stalk and smile. You'd be wrong and disillusioned if you think I do beguile. I'm closer than your breath to you. I'm closer than your beating heart. I'm the one who's been inside you from the very start. What I am is no imposter, yet I'm sharper than a knife, but I will not cut or harm you because I'm you. I am your life. I have talked about this before, where there's some divine intervention, maybe, when I become the mouthpiece for the divine, when I do some inspirational talking or writing, and it appears to be not from me, but through me. So I really don't know where this came from. I've always liked this poem. It's one of my favorite poems that I've written. And it's because it was, the pen was in my hand. It wrote itself. It wasn't something that I cleverly worked out for myself and thought that'd be really good. I shall stun everyone with that. This stunned me. So you could say I was in the zone when I wrote it. I don't know. But it's written in the form of a conundrum. And I've never written in the form of a conundrum before. It's just not my style. So this is something that is definitely from beyond me. And I don't know if I'd read a book about, I have read a book about the daemon, the Daemon, the daemon, and it's talking about life after death and the proof for it, the scientific proof for life after death, from different cultures all over the planet, from different myths, different stories that have been told by different cultures through the years that are not related. So those are the kind of stories from antiquity that seem to have no connection other than the human spirit, the ability to understand. And they spoke of the daemon, the higher self, the existence of some thing, which is maybe the Christians would call it a guardian angel, where when you're born, there's not just you, there's another part of you, a higher part of you that relates to everything. And according to these cultures, when they've been studied, they speak of this other part of you, this higher part of you, knowing the whole story of your life. This other part of you can't warn you about what's coming next, but sometimes you get deja vu. Sometimes you get a feeling in the pit of your stomach, and you know that something is correct. That certain certainty of whatever actions you're taking in that moment, you know it's the right action. You don't know why you know it's the right action. And they would say that is the daemon, the guardian angel, the higher part of you communicating with you, but it can't reveal. It knows everything about your life here. It's the part of you that agreed to be here. It's the part of you that took on the challenge to be you. So it knows from beginning to end your whole life, and yet it wants to protect you. And they say in this book that you can access it, you can ask for help. And again, many of our cultures call that prayer or meditation, where you can enter into a realm which is beyond the physical, and you can get inside info. You can become aware of what's going on around you, not just in the four-dimensional space-time continuum, but beyond it, in the world of spirit, in the world of eternity. You can know certain things, and people who've taken drugs will verify this. I know there's something I read of Paul McCartney. He was in this drug created place, and he was saying that when he came back from the trip that he'd been on, there's 7 heavens, and I can tell you what all the 7 heavens are and what they're for. And he was trying to write it down, and it was just a little scribble. When he looked back at it, he thought he was going to bring some great revelation to the world, and he stuck to his songs since then. But yeah, this poem is, I think, having found out that whether it was before I wrote the poem or after I wrote the poem, I think it's the guardian angel speaking. So I'm going to read it one more time, and that's where I'm going to end the broadcast. Your life. In the space between the particles, in the silence between the sounds, in the emptiness you'll find me, in a meaning that's profound. My existence none can question, my power will never fail, my understandings of the shadows where you hide your holy grails. You may be wondering, who am I? You may think I stalk and smile. You'd be wrong and disillusioned if you thought I'd you beguile. I'm closer than your breath to you. I'm closer than your beating heart. I'm the one who's been inside you from the very start. What I am is no imposter, yet I'm sharper than a knife. But I will not cut or harm you, because I'm you. I am your life. Namaste.